someone is shipwrecked. I took the drone up and then I noticed, hey, someone's in trouble over there. We have the message, we're gonna send it via drone. Sailing along in remote Alaska, we never would have thought that we'd soon be helping with a full-blown Coast Guard rescue. But let us rewind back a few minutes when I initially saw the group, but when we did not yet fully realize that they were in trouble. The following is just a simple depiction of what happened that evening, and I thought you might find it interesting to follow our decision making and the VHF conversations between us and the Coast Guard. Alright, this is interesting. Someone is shipwrecked there on the shore. I'm just going to call them on VHF and ask them, make sure that they have some kind of communication with the outside world. It seems like they tried to land on the beach over there. Their boat just got completely swamped. This is sailing vessel Lumi, calling the landing party on the Bear Glacier beach. Over. We tried calling them a few times but without response. It's also theoretically possible that our VHF is not transmitting properly, so that's when I decided to try our handheld VHF as well. And because the drone is still in the air, I try hailing them and check to see if any of them is holding a radio and trying to transmit something. This is sailing vessel Lumi, calling the party on the Bear Glacier Beach. Jotain heiluttelee. Oho, ne kirjoittaa jotain lumeen. Ei kun... Oh, okay, so they are writing help on the sand.
Oh.
Okay. This is sailing vessel Lumi on channel 16. I can't read you very well, but there is a party of 3 persons on the Bear Glacier beach, and I just saw them write help on the sand there, and their boat is completely swamped on the beach.
Sailing vessel Lumi is Roger to copy. What is your GPS decision, over?
Their approximate GPS position is 59 degrees 55 minutes north, 149 degrees 32 minutes west. Thank you, Coast Guard Sector Anchorage, sailing vessel Lumi copies. Yeah, we are standing by approximately a mile off the beach, and I just noticed this party of 3 persons on the beach. I have a drone in the air, and that's how I saw them. And like I mentioned earlier, they just wrote help on the sand, and they are not responding to my VHF calls. So it seems like they possibly don't have any kind of communications. At this point, I want to interrupt the video, not to advertise a VPN service or athletic greens or whatever else the cool kids are advertising these days. No, I just want to show you some of my own photo prints. These prints are a limited run and only available until the end of this year. The photos are taken from our journey so far, and they are printed directly on aluminum plates. They are available in different sizes, starting at $99 or around 92 euros, and they ship worldwide at a very reasonable cost. You also get free shipping if you order 2 or more prints. After lots of tweaking and testing, I'm super happy with simply just how good the prints look. These come ready to hang on your wall and they do not need to be framed separately. Check out the store to get yours or maybe buy one as a gift. There's a link up here in the video and also down below in the video description. I'm just going to activate our AIS because it's normally turned off. I can see a lot of stuff there on the beach, so I thought, yeah, they must have VHF or emergency communication device or something. At least they don't have VHF because they can't get in contact with us. You know, we could go in there with our dinghy, but then we would be stuck as well, possibly. And there's no way that I can drag that boat out with our sailboat. So
What are they doing now? What do you say?
I can't see anymore because I'm running out of battery on the drone, so I'm bringing the drone back. Coast Guard sector anchorage. This is sailing vessel Lumi. We now have our AIS send activated, so you should see our exact position pretty soon. Over.
Sailing vessel Lumi, roger the copy, thanks for the information. Check out.
We should get the mainsail down.
Yeah.
Hey, I am in the area approaching you from the southwest. I'm not able to land on the beach to provide any assistance, but was wondering what's going on.
It seems like there's a group of 3 people that tried to land on the beach, but they got swamped, or their boat got swamped by the swell. Just getting my sails down right now, and I will go closer and have a look. Over.
What is their vessel?
It's like a small skiff, 20-foot open skiff with an outboard, aluminum skiff, I think.
I copy. Alright, I'm coming over to see if I can provide any assistance. See what we can do.
There's the other boat. There's the stranded party over there.
That beach has breaking waves. Like it shallows up gradually, so
I mean, if we can get close enough just to ask them and make sure that no one's injured. Because if someone's injured, then I'll hop on the dinghy and I'll go ashore, you know.
You know that we are sending a filter helo over to the area. Just would like to know, what are your intentions? Over.
We are just trying to get close enough to get within shouting distance and try to confirm that there's no one injured. Over.
Can we get your name, over?
My last name is Karhu. I'll spell it out for you. Kilo Alpha Romeo Hotel Uniform. And my first name is Juho. I will spell it out now. Juliet Uniform Hotel Oscar. I don't know, the helicopter is probably gonna be here pretty soon anyway.
Fall station. This is United States Coast Guard Sector Anchorage, Coast Guard Sector Anchorage, Coast Guard Sector Anchorage, break. July 25, 2023, 20428, coordinated universal time, 2028 local time, Alaska, Bear Glacier, Resurrection Bay. The Coast Guard received a report of 2 or 3 people stranded at the beach of Bear Glacier. All vessels are requested to keep a sharp lookout, assist if possible, and report all sightings to United States Coast Guard. Break. This is United States Coast Guard Sector Anchorage out. Mr. Lumi, do you have cell service? Over.
We do not have cell phone service over here. Over. Yritä vähän katsoa, että näet sä, että eihän siellä ole mitään kenelläkään hätää.
2 istuu ja 1 kävelee. Tai meni tänne noiden tavaroille. Mutta ei sielläkään kukaan makaa tai mitään.
Yeah. Is anyone injured? There's no way. I mean, the waves are crashing on the beach. I could write a note and send a note and a pencil over to them with a drone. Maybe we prepare like a paper and a pencil.
Yeah.
What's okay?
Yeah.
Coast Guard Sector Anchorage, Coast Guard Sector Anchorage. This is sailing vessel Lumi on channel 16.
Sailing vessel Lumi Sector Anchorage on channel 16, whatever.
I just wanted to ask you if you have an ETA or any kind of an ETA on the helicopter, over?
The Hilo ETA is going to be 60 minutes, 1 hour, over.
60 minutes. Okay, I copy. Onko siinä rannalla vielä? We spent a couple of minutes thinking of what to do, as we originally thought that the helicopter would be there quickly. We were uncomfortable leaving the people waiting for that long, especially when we were not completely sure if they were injured or cold.
Mä voin ottaa tän dronen ja sitten noita, tulee parempi mieli.
No, mä kokeilen, joo. Okay, we have the message. We're gonna send it via drone. Coast Guard is on its way. Anyone injured or missing? Right reply attached to drone topside. Put drone on a flat spot and walk away. Raise hands up when ready. And keep the pen. Great plan.
Great plan, yeah.
I don't want them to put the pen back because it might make the drone unstable, especially if they attach it in a wrong spot. And we're just gonna tape this on the top of the drone. I was afraid of hitting the drone propellers onto the small rocks that were scattered all along the beach, but in the end managed to land just fine. It was kind of funny to look at them through the drone lens, writing a response, and when we saw all of them smiling and raising their hands, we already felt a little bit relieved. Coast Guard Sector Anchorage, Coast Guard Sector Anchorage, this is sailing vessel Lumi. I was able to send them a pen and a piece of paper with a drone, and I asked them if everyone is okay, and I informed them that the Coast Guard is coming, and they wrote us back. No one is missing, everyone is okay. And they have tried to call Coast Guard but don't know if it worked. And that was the whole message. Over.
Sailing vessel Lumi of Roger to copy on all. Thanks for letting us know and for the whole help. Sector
Coast Guard Sector Anchorage, this is sailing vessel Lumi. I just also wanted to mention that we will now no longer be flying any drones since your helicopter is incoming, and I wanted to ask you if we should still stand by and wait for the helo.
We cannot tell you to stay, but we would appreciate it if you would stay until the helo arrives. Over.
Okay, no problem. We will stay here. That's not an issue at all. Over. Okay, great. We got the drone back. I was so worried we could have used one of the less expensive drones because we have my old drone here. One of my old drones here.
Yeah.
Should have used that.
Yeah, but it could have been like an emergency, so you know, better use the most reliable one.
Yeah. Okay, I guess we can maybe make some food or something.
Yeah.
It's going to be dark before we can anchor.
Yeah.
It was going to be a nice, peaceful evening at the anchorage. Now just motoring back and forth, eating ramen noodles. That's all he's eating.
It's awful.
Macaroni and cheese. No, ne lähetti iso helikopteri. That's a huge helicopter.
Yeah.
Soon you will hear how difficult it was for me to communicate with the rescue helicopter, even in these really easy conditions. Could you repeat that? They are 10 degrees off of our bow starboard side.
The helicopter's sitting on the beach over there, is that correct?
Could you repeat, please?
Are they on the beach or where do you see them right now? Are they on the beach over here?
Yeah, they are on the beach. They are right on the beach. Their boat is now 20 degrees off of our starboard side bow.
That sounds good. You got them silent, so
After this whole event, a person from the group actually got in contact with me and confirmed that yes, they had tried to land on the beach, but their boat got swamped and all of their communications equipment got wet as well. So now we kind of come to the aftermath and what we can maybe learn, just small tidbits of information that I think might be useful for others. First of all, the group told me that they had tried to flag down other boats, and also there's some tour helicopters that operate in the area, like tourist tour helicopters. They had tried to flag those down, but they were unable to do so, and they didn't get any kind of a response from any of those. And I think that's curious because earlier on that day I heard a VHF conversation on channel 16 between two boats that were operating in the area, and I heard that they were talking about the group that was stranded on the beach, and I only pieced this together later on because the transmissions were like kind of garbled and we were not in the area yet. But I'm pretty sure they were talking about the group, but then in the end they decided to not take any action. So one thing we can all learn from this, if you see someone who's potentially in trouble, it doesn't cost you anything to go and just ask and confirm, hey, are you all right? If we hadn't happened to be there, I think the group would have ended up spending a very cold night on the beach before hopefully getting noticed by someone else the next day. So now we can speculate a little on what we could have possibly done better. So looking at the drone footage, you could say, hey, maybe we should have just taken the dinghy and landed on the beach. It doesn't really seem that dangerous, but the drone footage makes the swell look very, very small. Always it flattens everything, and if you are not on the beach itself, it's hard to estimate the shore break. So we just ended up using the drone because it was like, when we came up with the idea, it was kind of obvious because it doesn't place any persons in danger. I didn't want to end up in a situation where I or Sohvi land on the beach with the dinghy and then we get stuck there as well. Now the Coast Guard has one more person to rescue, one more person in trouble, and then there's gonna be only one of us in the sailboat and so on. All is well that ends well, and what would make this video end really well would be if you went and checked out my art print store. I have these metal prints available only until the end of the year, and they are drone shots that I've been taking along the way from our journey, and I now have some of them also available in smaller sizes. So if you are looking for a gift or something for the holiday season, those might be a good option. Personally, I think that these work really well, especially in the bigger sizes. This is actually a print it's already available in the store, but it's gonna be in the next episode. We went on a stand-up paddleboard trip, a 3-day trip. Yeah, it was a really nice trip, and I took a nice drone shot of that. So go ahead and check out the store. Like I said, the prints will, this is a limited run, the prints will only be available until the end of the year. Other than that, if the prints are not your thing, you know, these videos are supported by my patrons, and that's what, you know, makes me able to keep these videos going and keeps me going, basically pays my salary for making these videos. So if you want to support the making of these videos, check out the Patreon page. You know the drill, I think already. The patrons get ad-free videos and access to WhatsApp chat group, and there's a boat tracker and so on and so forth. All the links are in the description and everywhere. And now the sun is coming in an annoying angle from the port light, so I think it's time to stop. See you all next time. Bye bye.